3, 2, 1.
What's up, Uncommon? Coming at you with WOD 1 for this week. Starting off with our warm-up, we've got 1 minute worth of balance drills, followed by 10 Cossack Squats into 10 lunges with a twist. So, for our balance, you're just gonna stick your arms out, balance on one leg, and try to see if you can keep that tripod foot. If this is too easy for you, you're always welcome to close your eyes. Or if you want to pinpoint and keep your eyes on one point in front of you and nod your head up and down, or shake your head no, you're going to spend a minute per side working on that balance drill. After that, we're going to go into 10 Cossack Squats. So we're going to get a nice wide stance, and you're going to shove your hips back and down towards your left foot. Your right foot can come up off the floor if you need. You can also practice keeping it down and flat if you have the range of motion for it. You'll stand up to a neutral position and come sit back down. As you do this, see if you can get your hamstring to lead you as you stand up. So really try to feel that tension on the inside head of that hamstring. Then we have our lunge with a twist. So you'll just get into your lunge, you'll twist side to side, you'll step back, and if you want to give yourself a little knee hug, go for it, okay? 10 reps, that's 10 total reps. Back and hug. You got 3 sets of that, okay? For our part A today, we've got 3 sets of a handstand drill. I'm going to show you guys a modified option and then a slightly more advanced option. We'll go into a single arm, single leg plank hold for 30 seconds. We'll then go into a bottom of our push-up hold for 30 seconds and a max wall sit. So for our handstand drill, we're going to go over to a wall. I'm going to show you the modified option first. So just like we do in a scat push-up, you know how we draw our shoulder blades together and then we pull them apart to kind of have a little bit of an arch in our T-spine? That's what you're going to do against the wall. You're going to find that arch, and then you're going to actively press your palms into the wall to try and find the pec. So what I like to do is to think about the inside part of my palm to engage my pecs. You're going to push as hard as you can for as long as is comfortable. You know, don't force it to be like super long, but I don't know, maybe 30-ish seconds. And then you're going to do the same in a pike position, trying to keep the top of your scap push up, and then push your palms into the floor to feel the pecs. Figure about 30 seconds on each of those. That's your modified option. Slightly more advanced option, we're gonna crawl our feet up if we're doing a wall walk, and I want you guys to practice your stacking. So we're gonna look to try and get our shoulders stacked over our wrists, and then our hips stacked over our shoulders, okay? You're gonna hold this for as long as is comfortable, figure about 30 seconds, and then you're gonna keep your core engaged, and you're gonna walk out to an elevated plank hold for 30 seconds. Woo! Spicy on the abs, okay? That's your handstand drill. After that, we're gonna go into a single arm, single leg plank hold. So we get into our push-up position. Notice how I'm hollow. I'm not hyperextended. And you can widen up your base of your feet if you'd like. And we're gonna extend our right leg up while our left leg comes out. You're gonna hold that for 30 seconds. If you need a modified option, you're always welcome to just lift one leg and lift one arm and then switch, okay? Then we're gonna go into the bottom of our push-up hold. Feeling spicy in the shoulders today, okay? Bottom of the push-up hold, you're just gonna try to engage your lats as you hover over the floor, okay? I'm drawing my shoulders toward my feet right now as I do this. If you can't hold that, you can always go to your knees and hold it this way. Last but not least, we have our max wall sit. No poopy wall sits here. What I'm looking for is that our hip is in line with our knee, and we're actively trying to engage our inner hamstring. You can probably feel a little bit of the quad as well, but what I don't want to see is you rolling to the outside of your feet. Keep those feet planted on the floor, and let's try not to be too elevated with our hip crease above the knee, okay? That's our part A. You have 3 sets of that, okay? Come on over. Let's talk about part B. All right. Whew. I'm out of breath just talking about it. Part B, we've got 10 plate ground to overhead, 10 bench hops. Right and left is going to be 1 rep, followed by 10 overhead walking lunges. Then we're gonna go 9 plate ground to overhead, 9 bench hops, 9 overhead walking lunges, 8, 8, 8, 7, 7, 7, all the way down to 1. Okay, that's our workout for today. So, for our plate ground to overhead, if you don't have a plate, you can use a dumbbell if you'd like. You can use a bag of dog food. You can use a wall ball. You can use water softener. Just something that's going to allow you to pick the implement up off the floor and keep it close to your body to drive it overhead. So, if we're using a plate here, you're going to start with the tip of the plate facing the ground, and your thumbs are going to be pointing downward. And from here, you're going to do a really aggressive drive with the legs. And as you stand up and lock those hips and knees out, you're going to flip the plate and drive it overhead. Okay? Notice how the plate is flipping as I drive. Okay? After that, we're going to go into 10 bench hops. So your left leg will start on the bench. You're going to think about your VMO here, so you're going to drive through the inside ball of your foot. That's 1. 2. 3, okay? Any bench will work. A chair can work. Just be cautious. Make sure that it's stable and is going to support your weight. Then we have our overhead walking lunge. So whatever it is that you used to do your plate ground to overhead, you're going to hold overhead for a walking lunge. So as we walk, Crystal did a really great analogy one time that I've been using, and it's helped me learn how to properly overhead walking lunge, where your feet are on train tracks. Okay, we're not stepping forward in front of our feet. We're keeping our feet parallel to one another, and our foot is nice and flat on the floor. Okay? That's going to be our part B for today. Once you guys are done, we've got a little cool down for you. We're starting off with thoracic extensions. And here comes Cosmo. Thoracic extensions. So what you're going to do is get your upper back onto the foam roller. You're going to hug yourself, show yourself some love, and kind of like treat this like a crunch, right? You're going to extend your back. Then you're going to flex. That's 1 rep. Okay, this just opens up your T-spine a little bit. And then we're going to go into a lat and Teres smash, whether it be with a foam roller or lacrosse ball. I'll leave it up to you. Foam roller is going to be a little kinder to you. All you'll do is just lie on your side, extend your arm overhead, and just roll through your lat, which is this big muscle here, and your Teres, which is up by the chunky part of your armpit. Okay? You can do this with a foam roller or a lacrosse ball. Lastly, we have a Pec Smash. You can do this standing against the wall or lying down. I'm already on the floor, so I'm just going to do it lying down. You'll get on your belly. You'll extend your arm out to the side, and you'll just put the lacrosse ball like right above nipple height, I'd say, and just roll back and forth. Okay? Hello. There's your WOD 1. Enjoy.